It's been nearly 60 nights of protest and the crowds continue to grow. Each night now, the final dispersal method at around midnight is the same: tear gas. Because this is a federal courthouse, President Trump has sent in 114 federal law enforcement officers to defend the building and attempt to control the crowd.
And this is what it looks like every morning: cleanup crews dealing with an absolute mess from the clashes overnight. You can see all the various objects that were thrown at the building: water bottles, umbrellas, fireworks often set off and thrown at the building. And of course, there are remnants of tear gas canisters. You can actually still smell the scent.
Warren Nunn was heading to see his probation officer at the federal courthouse but wasn't allowed in. He's sympathetic to those who work at the courthouse because they've helped him change his life, but he also says the federal strategy isn't working.
I definitely believe that Trump is definitely overkill with sending all these troops into Portland. I definitely believe there's a better way to attack this, but I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know the answer, you know what I mean? But a lot of people are getting hurt. A lot of people are losing their livelihoods because of the damage and violence.
Resident Faye Silver has been documenting the damage to the area through her photos.
It seems there's really two groups here. We have the peaceful protesters that still have the goal in mind, and then we have the people that come out later at night and are just out for destruction.
But when asked whether federal law enforcement is helping to calm the situation, Silver said she hasn't seen any progress.
It seems to have made things worse, actually. I don't feel that it has helped. I mean, they've been here for a little while now, and it appears that things have gotten more violent since.
The original goal of the protest has been to support the Black Lives Matter movement and to highlight police violence. Portland is considered a liberal city. It's also one of the whitest cities in America. Just over 6% of its population is black.
Starting with Portland as a comparatively white city allows Trump to not make this first and foremost a racial issue, at least not on the surface. If he'd done this first in, say, Minneapolis or in Chicago, where he's going next, or Los Angeles or New York or Oakland or Baltimore or Detroit, he would have immediately had a confrontation with many more black activists, and it would have looked like he could not have made the same kind of claims that he's making right now.
Lown says before the federal officers showed up, protesters had dwindled down to only a few hundred, and that now it's grown much larger, evidence suggesting federal intervention may have made tension worse. Neither side shows any sign of backing down. Mark New reporting for CGTN, Portland.